Oh yeah, let me introduce to the world Mr. Chris Kehler. Yo, Chris.
Yo, Bob.
Yo, I mean, the phone is going crazy here. I only got two hands. Well,
there's nothing I can do about that.
No, I know that. It's so good now. But you know what? I had told my my better half this morning. I said I got to talk to Chris about this. But there goes the phones again. There was a Christmas dinner up in Florida over here. It was last Saturday, and like half of the crowd was Canadian, and it was so funny. This one guy turns around at me and he goes, "All right, where's the kegs?" I was dying. I was thinking about you and just going crazy. All these Canadians go, "Hey, how you doing? Hey!" I was like, "Oh my God."
Well, the people who say "a" are mostly the ones from Newfoundland on the East Coast. That's where it comes from. Us Centralers are a lot more down there, but typically it's the Easterners, the fancy, funny Newfoundland accents. They're the ones that say "a" a lot. That's
it was too much. Yeah, I mean, I'm serious. Down here, I mean, like today, it was 82. So these guys really enjoying themselves. I mean, you know, they're going. You see them walking down the street. You know, outside of where our home is, and that they'll be walking down in bathing suits to go to the pool.
Yeah. Right now, I think it's minus 14 Celsius in Winnipeg.
Oh, ouch.
It's 14 below zero.
Ouch.
Below freezing.
You better have
for me, I'm filling up the van with no gloves on. It's like, so what? It's just a little cold, just a little nippy.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, we're polar bears. That's the way it is.
I mean, we're from the north.
Show.
Yeah, and you know what? We've had, I don't know, anybody else wants to call in and give it a few minutes now because we've got too many.
And now, updates. We've got some crazy updates. Of course, disclosure happened. The Pentagon said that they've been spending all this money on UFO research. Well, disclosure happened many years ago.
Yeah, did you see that? Yeah.
Disclosure happened. Yes, it has a long time ago. Now, tomorrow is the 21st. That means solstice.
Right.
It begins tonight kind of thing. It goes into tomorrow, solstice. Now, what that means to me and a lot of people who are doing this energy work is that is an activation, that is a door opening, that is something changing and happening. So, of course, every day when I'm doing this work, I'm finding new things. New things are brought to me. And where we are now is all of the splicing of the DNA within our bodies. And the last two clients I just worked on, both of them, very heavy systemic yeast problems all their lives. Yeast like crazy. Sourdough cooking. Okay? And finding the splicing in the DNA makes all the difference. So, of course, now that your body can't detoxify properly, depending on what system it's in, the cells are not working properly. They're fermenting instead of processing proteins. And just dropped a message with Ty, and he says, yeah, I'm finding DNA splicing everywhere. And it's basically Nephilim, reptilian, Arcturian, all these DNAs in our bodies, all the splicing. Your body doesn't work properly. That's basically what it is. You got bad parts. You need new parts. So we're transitioning them from the splice into true human source DNA, which is making all the difference. So that is, again, getting into the whole concept of why people are so sick and nobody can figure it out. That's what we're trying to do here, and it's working, Bob.
Really? I mean, seriously, I'm gonna ask you for a healing soon.
Well, you just pick up that phone and give me a call.
Help!
We
right.
are booked up solid until May right now, but what I'm telling everybody, don't worry about it. We have lots of people on board doing true quantum healing. Taya Nora, Nicola Kehoe, Chris Fabish, Julia Huzef in New Zealand. Lots of people are doing this as a business now and taking clients and making changes. So you can always send me an email and ask for some contact information, and I'll give you the contact information. Or what a lot of people are doing is going to my website and every day, a couple times a day, looking for cancellations because they're happening every day. People book a session 5-6 months ahead of time. They get the 36-hour reminder, and they think, I can't do that session. I haven't got time. I forgot about it. I don't need it. And then they cancel it. And what I do, instead of keeping a cancellation list, I just leave that appointment open, first come, first serve. Yesterday, I opened 9 appointments for 2 weeks from now, and boom, they're all filled right away. But if you're Johnny on the spot, you can find an appointment. They are available.
Are you like already? I mean, I'm serious. Yeah, let me give some instructions here. To everybody that's in the phone room right now, it is full. So, this is what I want you to do. When I call a number, an area code, you will answer to Chris, but everyone else, put your phones either on mute or be very, very quiet, because we want each one of you to be heard without something in the background. So therefore, put your phone on mute. Be quiet until the other person is finished. When the other person is finished, wait till the next number is called. Okie dokie? Yes.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
I understand that. If I could understand it, everybody else should be able to.
Yeah, no, it just makes it very, very easy.
So let's give out some Christmas presents. Who are we going to work on first tonight, Bob?
Area code 416. Who's on the line?
Hi.
Hi, we hear you. What's your name?
My name is Derek.
How can we help you today, Derek?
I'm good. Can you work on someone who's not fine, like my son?
I can work on your son, yes.
Yeah, he's gone legally blind very quickly. He is 19 years old. His name is Benjamin Ho Long.
How old is he?
19 years old.
19. His name again, please?
Benjamin Ho Long.
Benjamin, okay.
The doctors don't know what it is. It has happened very rapidly. They still don't know what it is.
Okay, what city are you in?
I'm in Toronto, suburb of Toronto.
Toronto? Oh, Canada. Toronto, Canada. Let's see. What problem do we need to work on within Benjamin? Derek's son, Benjamin. What problem? So it's both eyes that are affected, correct?
Both eyes, yes.
Okay, and the problem is... Okay, problem is... Next. What problem within Benjamin? Yeah, Holly's not here tonight. She's in Mexico, I guess, getting some sun. Okay, what problem within Benjamin? Okay, let's see. I'm having trouble reading them. My goodness. What problem do we need to work on? Okay, the stressor within his eyes is reptilians spliced DNA. Okay, let's take care of that. Here we go with the spliced DNA already. Ty's nodding his head. Oh, yeah, that's the one. All right, now, within Derek's son, Benjamin. Benjamin's eyes. Spliced DNA with reptilian DNA, false. All spliced DNA, false. Splicing of the DNA within Benjamin's eyes, false. DNA splicing, false. Remove the reptilian splice. Remove the reptilian splice. Now, Derek, if you feel some energy moving, you let me know, okay? The spliced DNA within Benjamin's eyes, false. The reptilian splice, Nephilim splice, Arcturian splice, any and other ET splice, false. Okay, now within the DNA of Benjamin's eyes, human source, true. Human source, true. Human source, true. The DNA within Benjamin's eyes, the retinas, human source, true. The eyes, the optic nerve, DNA, human source, true. A lot of energy moving here, ton of energy moving here. DNA, human source, true. Now, is your son present? Is he anywhere there?
He's not with me. No, he's in Aurora, so he's a few miles away. But yeah, he doesn't. He seems like he's looking through pinholes, both in through each eye. So he doesn't have very much vision. He's legally blind.
Benjamin's eyes, DNA, human source, true. There's just a ton of energy pouring out here. A whole, in Canada, we call it a shitload.
Right.
Okay, within Benjamin's eyes, DNA, source, human source, true. Transmute all of the DNA within Benjamin's eyes from splice to pure, true source human. Oh yeah, a ton of energy. Okay, that is finished moving. Now let's check one more. I mean, that's ultimately probably the problem. What is next for Benjamin? He's in Aurora, right?
That's right.
Okay, what is next for Benjamin? We have to make sure we're working on the right Benjamin. Okay, next is problem within his... Okay, there is a prolapse within his retinas. Okay, Benjamin's retinas, left and eye retina, prolapse false. Benjamin's left and right eye retinas, prolapse false. Prolapse false. Benjamin's left and right eye retinas, prolapse false. So the splicing of the DNA caused a weakness in the retinas and caused them to prolapse. Now, reconnect the retinas of Benjamin's eyes to the optic disc. Reconnect the retinas of Benjamin's eyes to the optic disc, please. And just by making simple intent, it's going to happen.
Yeah, they said all the rods and cones have died off. The cells have actually died off.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to send human stem cells to the retinas, the cones and rods, and restore and regenerate the retinas. Restore and regenerate the retinas. Use human stem cells to restore, regenerate Benjamin's retinas. Human stem cells, true. Okay, so that's going in. Now, we'll leave it at that. But, Derek, if you could send me an email maybe in a week or so and let me know how things are going. And we might want to do another session with this.
Absolutely, I will. Thank you so much.
Now, hold on one second. Let's finish with this. Derek's vision and sight, 2020, true. Derek's vision and sight, 2020, true. 2020, perfect, true. You can't give too much intent. Intent is good. Derek's vision and sight, 2020, true. There we go. Yeah, keep in touch, Derek, and let me know how it goes. This should certainly get the ball rolling and start making a difference. If the doctors don't know what's causing it, we do. That's how this works. That's why we're here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Have a wonderful holidays.
You too. Thanks.
Okay, Bob.
All right. Area code 425. Who's on the line?
Oh, hi.
Hi. Who's speaking?
Becky.
Becky. Have we worked together already, Becky?
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, first I'd like to say thank you to Chris because we did a session about a week ago, and the deep joint pain that I had was so crippling is gone. Nice. It's just amazing. I'm just thrilled, and I have to thank you. And I booked another session, but not till May because I couldn't get in any sooner.
Keep an eye on the schedule. You'll find an opening somewhere.
Okay, I will do that. Definitely do that.
Okay.
Kevin, my husband, has a trigeminal neuralgia in his jaw, and his atlas keeps going out, but they've got him on gabapentin, and he has to take it every 5 hours, day and night, to keep the pain away, and there's nothing they can do for him. And I think it might stem from an accident from when he was 17. He was hit in the face by one of those spinning tire things.
Right.
And was working at a gas station, and it just took his jaw practically off. But he's just in immense pain when it hits him. And is there anything that can be done for that?
Yes.
I'm sure there is.
Okay. Now, what does he know we're going to be working on him?
He's talked about calling you, about booking a section, so it's not a problem at all, or we cannot, either way.
Okay, the nerve.
He understands this stuff.
Good. The nerve is... Okay. The stressor within his trigeminal nerve is... Okay, yeah, scar tissue. Okay. Kevin's trigeminal nerves. Scar tissue and adhesions, false. Scar tissue and adhesions within Kevin's trigeminal nerves and trigeminal nerve areas, false. Completely dissolve all of the scar tissue and adhesions from the trigeminal nerves and entire trigeminal nerve area. Scar tissue and adhesions, false. When there's scar tissue and adhesions present, anytime they pull or they move or the muscles flex, it pulls on that scar tissue, and there is your pain.
Yeah, it's huge pain.
Scar tissue and adhesions from Kevin's trigeminal nerves, false. Trigeminal nerve, scar tissue and adhesions, false. So again, I'm feeling lots of energy moving on my end. Trigeminal nerves, scar tissue and adhesions, false. There we go. There it is. There it is. Come on out. Scar tissue and adhesions within the trigeminal nerves, false. Okay, so that is lifting off. Now, let's go one more. What problem do we now need to work on within Kevin, please? Problem is... Okay, there's a prolapse of... What is the problem? Oh, realign. Okay. Kevin's jaw. Jaw alignment, true. Completely realign the jaw. Kevin's jaw alignment, upper and lower alignment, true. Upper and lower jaw alignment, true. Upper and lower jaw alignment, the temporal mandible joint, entire upper and lower jaw alignment, true. And here again, just simple intent. Tell the body what to do and it'll do it.
Well, I guess the accident squished there's some kind of padding in there.
Yeah.
You know, like...
That's a piece of cartilage, a little piece of cartilage in there.
Cartilage. Oh, okay.
Cushion. Jaw alignment, true. Okay, so that is going to realign. Now, the cartilage, the jaw joint cartilage, send human stem cells to regenerate and create new cartilage. The cartilage within the jaw joint, the temporal mandible joint, true. Cartilage, true. Cartilage, true. Cartilage, true. Kevin's jaw joint, temporal mandible joint. There we go. That's going to start rebuilding.
Oh,
your husband's going to be
wonderful.
happy again. All right, what is next for Kevin? Let's see if there's anything else. And next is, okay, prolapse of his. Is okay. Okay, that should certainly help.
Oh, wonderful.
Certainly glad to hear that we helped you with.
Yeah, it's very debilitating, and I was on the edge of just too many painkillers and that kind of stuff. I quit taking the painkillers for the most part, and the deep pain is gone. I still have some other things that I want to deal with when I call you or when we do another session.
Right.
But I want other people to get in here too. I don't want to hog you for the whole thing.
Oh, I appreciate that. You keep looking for a session and keep in touch with me, and we'll help you out. Okay,
I will.
my dear.
I will. Thank you. God bless.
You two have a wonderful
Have a nice holiday.
Have a wonderful Christmas.
Okie dokie. Now, who is on area code 956? Going once.
Maybe they turned their speakers down. They can't hear you now.
Maybe.
That's me, I think.
What's your name?
Hello. This is Abel Lopez. I'm calling from down here in Texas.
Texas. Okay. What can we do for you
Right.
today?
Well, I would like some help with diabetes.
Okay.
I do have a triple pyramid and little rings.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, I thought the name sounded familiar. Okay, so the diabetes.
Nice to meet you.
What form is it?
Type 2.
Type 2. Okay,
Depending
so
on,
are you on
right now on
medication?
metformin, 500 from you.
Okay, so metformin. Let's see what's going on. Say your first name once again. It broke up the first time around.
Sure, my name is Abel. Like
Okay.
Cain and Abel?
Abel.
Okay.
Abel. A-B-L-E.
Got it.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Okay, let's see. What
it
problem
is
do we need to work on with an
A-B-E-L.
Abel, please? What
Right.
problem with an Abel? And the problem is, okay, the production of insulin is not, okay, not, okay, more so, insulin is reptilian DNA. Okay, now,
Wow.
the insulin produced within the pancreas, human source true. The insulin produced within Abel's pancreas, human source true. Human source true. Let me know if you feel tingling or warmth, Abel.
All right.
The insulin produced within Abel's pancreas, human source true. Human source true. There we go. There it is. The insulin produced within the islets of Langerhans within the pancreas, human source true. If the receptors in your body can't recognize it, it's not going to accept it. Insulin produced within Abel's pancreas, human source true. Human source true. Okay, so that is moving out. How's that feeling, my friend?
Sound like a little heaviness or something in my solar plexus, like right below my solar plexus, like thickening.
Okay. Okay, so something moving, something is good, something is good. What problem do we now need to work on with an able? What problem? Problem is, okay, now is, okay, pancreas. Okay, Abel's pancreas. Pancreas and pancreas DNA. Human source true. Abel's pancreas and pancreas DNA. Human source true. Human source true. Abel's pancreas and pancreas DNA. Human source true. Human source true. Human source true. Okay, that is now switching over. So basically these reptilians, Arcturians, and everybody are trying to create another hybrid species so we can be enslaved to them. And I'm not going to let that happen. Not on my watch, okay? Not on my watch. All right, now, what problem do we need to work on, please, within Abel? And the problem is problem within his, okay, we're going to go to the spleen, is we're going to find the creation of red blood cells within the spleen is his reptilian, okay, Abel's spleen. Abel's spleen. Spleen and spleen DNA. Human true. Human source true. Generally with diabetes, it's the pancreas and the spleen problem together. Abel's spleen and spleen DNA. Human source true. Human source. Human template. Human source true. Transmute Abel's pancreas and spleen to true human source. Human source true. Okay, that's starting to work. Abel's pancreas and spleen DNA. Human source true. Human source true. Human source true. Okay, now insulin. Insulin and red blood cells. Human source true. Abel's insulin and red blood cells. Human source true. Human, there we go. Now, let's try one more. But my suggestion to you, you've got the tools. The best thing to do is keep repeating every day. You hold that tool over the pancreas and spleen area and keep on saying human source true. Okay, that will continue to keep the work going. Now, what is next for Abel, please? What is next? And next is reptilian. Ooh, reptilian stem cells within his, okay, from Abel's pancreas. Reptilian stem cells, false. Reptilian stem cells within the pancreas and spleen, false. It enables pancreas and spleen. Reptilian stem cells. False. Reptilian stem cells. False. So the reptilian stem cells are regenerating spleen and pancreas into a reptilian DNA. That's what stem cells do, is they rebuild, they replenish. Every 7 years, the liver is replenished. Okay.
Wow.
Now, within Abel's spleen and pancreas, stem cells, human true. Stem cells, human true. Stem cells, human true. There we go. Okay, so you can keep on repeating that over and over again. The pancreas and spleen, human source true. Stem cells, human true. The word true has a lot of energy to it. So if you just keep on holding that pyramid over your head or hold it to your heart and just keep on even saying the words human source true, my entire body, human source true. You can start changing it to bodily functions, human true, etc. Cells, human true. There's no limitations onto how you can use these tools. They are extremely powerful. They do wonderful, wonderful things. All you got to do is give them intent. Tell them what to do. Tell them what changes to be made in your body, and it will happen.
All right. Anything you could do to help me on the dowsing part?
For dowsing?
Right, sure.
For dowsing, well, basically what you want to do is make sure that all of your energy bodies are in alignment to source. So we would do this. Okay. Abel's source self, source true. Abel's source self, source true. Source self. Okay, that's aligned. Abel's higher self, true. Abel's higher self, source, true. Abel's higher self, source, true. Now, Abel's dowsing, source, true. Dowsing and answers, source, true. All it is intent. You want your answers to be true from source. No other yahoos allowed. Dowsing and answers, source, true. And then you can do the same for your pendulum. Hold the pyramid over your pendulum. Pendulum, source, true. Answers, source, true. Information, source, true. That's really all you got to remember. Whatever comes to mind intuitively, just connect it. Just say true, and it'll connect it to where it needs to be. It's really as simple as that. I worked with one of my students within Ireland. She couldn't get that pendulum to do anything. It wouldn't move, wouldn't do anything. We made these connections, and sometimes you have to go in and clear them out and find the actual problem. But ultimately, all of a sudden, boom, it started working. It was just like turning on a light bulb. It was so amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So give that a try.
About how long do I keep the pyramid on top of my pancreas?
It should just only be like a minute or so. You might feel some tingling or warmth happening. When that comes and goes, then you're done. But generally, just a minute or so is all you really need. But you might want to wait for some energy shifting. If you're sensitive enough in your body to feel the energy shift, then you know that the job is done. That's as easy as that. Okay, Abel, thank you so much for being on.
Oh, sure, thank you. It's been an awesome experience. You have an awesome Christmas. You deserve it, sir.
Thank you so much. Now, of course, you bought tools from me, so you're part of my club. Anytime you have a question, you just send me an email, and I'm going to answer you and give you some advice, okay?
Oh, sure, thank you. Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
There you go. Okay, next one up is area code 860.
Hello.
Hello, who's on the line?
My name's Clover. I'm calling from New England, Connecticut.
What can we do for you today, Clover?
Hi, I am a O-negative targeted individual in the process of recovering from my whole system shutting down from trauma after my last abuser, who I got rid of, but they might, they're still trying to attack me, psychologically in any way they can, and did their best to finish what was left of me. My digestion had stopped, and I had dramatic weight loss, leaving what I think is my gallbladder in chronic pain. I don't really have much resources to try to heal it, but I've been trying to do everything I can, and still in pain, and I was already suffering from fibromyalgia and other effects of CPTSD. So not only is my body, but the psychological attacks have been brutal, and I'm struggling to trust anything and enough to carry on. But I'm just at least trying to focus on my body and, those basics.
Now, something like this is definitely going to take multiple sessions, okay? But let's see if we can restructure some energy so that you can get some relief and move forward with it. We'd be happy to help you. Ty, Nora, Nicola, my people in New Zealand would all be happy to take you on as a client if you want to go further with it. But let's see what we can find right now and move those energies. Okay, what problem do we need to work on first within Clover? Yes. Reptilians within her system. Okay. So we're going to move out some reptilians out of your digestive system. If you're sensitive, you'll feel like a whoosh. You'll feel these things actually leaving your body, okay? Here we go. Okay. Clover's digestive system. All reptilians leave into ether. Cut all cords, all connections with any and all reptilian from Clover's digestive system. From the gallbladder, the liver, duodenum, Clover's entire digestive system, reptilians, false. Any and all reptilian leave into ether. Clover's entire digestive system, reptilian, false. Reptilians, false. There they are. There they are. You scaly little buggers, you. Come on, time to leave. Then Clover's digestive system, reptilians, false. All reptilians. Okay, those are leaving. Do you feel any movement there?
Yeah, I definitely feel energy.
Okay, awesome. What is next, please, for Clover? What is next? And next is problem within her. Okay, we have to go to the source self. Your source self is on Saturn. There's a repository of our source self on Saturn. So we're going to bring that back. It's like on a hanger, put away, you can't have it back, but we're going to bring it back for you. Clover's source self. Retrieve Clover's source self from the repository on Saturn. Retrieve Clover's source self from the repository on Saturn, please. Okay, that is retrieved. Clover's source self, true. Source self, true. Clover source self, true. Return Clover's source self back to her body here, back on good old Earth. Clover source self, true. Beautiful. That is now back in place. How's that feeling, dear?
That'd be good, like a pushing back.
Very nice. Okay, good, good. What is next, please, for Clover? What is next? And next is, okay, Arcturians are within her. Arcturians are within her. Okay, lower self is reptilians. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do, now this is something that I've done for a few people already because we're heading into this time of ascension, is we're going to transmute your lower reptilian self out and bring in your silica self. Now, the concept is that as we go into ascension and rise in vibration, we're going to become crystalline, which is silica, which is quartz, da-da-da-da-da. So, now let's do this. Okay, transition out. Transition out Clover's lower reptilian self and bring in, transition in the silica self. Clover's lower reptilian self, false. Silica self, true. Clover's lower reptilian self, false. Silica self, true. Seamless transition. Seamless transition. Clover's lower reptilian self, false. Silica self, true. Okay, that is now coming in. Now we need to fill it up with silica. Clover's silica self, the highest expression of the element silica, true. The highest expression of the element silica within Clover's silica self, true. That is starting to fill up. Okay, now let's do this. This is going to help quite a bit. Within and around Clover's entire body, all selves, diamond light, true. Diamond light of healing, true. This will help because we can't get a full session in, so this is going to make a nice, easy transition difference. Diamond light, true. Diamond light. Now, one more we're going to do within and around Clover's source self and entire body. Firmament, true. Source, firmament, true. The firmament is your protection. Clover's source self and entire body. Source, firmament, true. Source, firmament. Okay, that's going to help. That's going to help get things started. But you definitely need to get some more sessions under your belt in order to completely address this, okay?
Okay, thank you.
How are you feeling right now? Do you feel that something has changed?
Yeah, I feel a pulsing and like a reflective star, feeling like you described the diamond light. And
okay, you definitely got some transitioning going on. That's good. Okay, drink lots of water. You might feel some stuff happening, some stuff moving. Just go with it. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be perfectly fine, okay? Just transition through it. Drink lots of water. Put your feet up if you have to, all right?
Okay. I appreciate
all right.
it.
Thank you, Clover.
Have a great holiday now.
You too.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, one more, Bob.
Okie dokie. Area code 336. Who's on the line?
I was talking with Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Mike, what's up, Mike?
Hi. Hey, yeah, a couple of years ago I started falling ill, and I believe that from all the doctors I've been to, the best we can determine and from the tests, it's some kind of mold, Lyme, or, co-infection problem. And I have a lot of problems in my head with dizziness, headaches, head, ear pressures, eye pain, and just general forgetfulness. I mean, just terrible.
Hey, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. What problem within Mike, please? And this problem is, okay, it's not Lyme. Not Lyme. Okay, the creation of dizziness, etc., is, okay, from Mike's brain and brainstem. All reptilians leave into ether. Cut all cords, connections, cast out the reptilian from the brain, and the brainstem, send it to ether, please. From Mike's brain, reptilian, leave into ether. Let me know when you feel movement, my friend. From Mike's brain, entire cranium and neck, reptilian, false. Reptilians, false. Any and all reptilians. Okay, those are leaving. How does it feel?
I don't know what I feel anymore. I can't say that I feel anything.
Okay, yeah, that does happen. Sometimes you don't feel it till later on. Let's keep going a little bit. Okay, what is next for Mike? What is next? And next is reptilians within his. Okay, we're going to go into your plasma self. Plasma is the fourth state of matter. Okay, within Mike's plasma self, reptilians, false. Cast out any and all reptilians from Mike's plasma self into ether, please. From Mike's plasma self, reptilians, false. Any and all reptilians, false. Mike's plasma self, reptilians, false. Reptilians, false. Mike's plasma self, reptilians, leave into ether, please. Okay, that plasma self is cleared out. Let me know. You might feel a little lighter. You might feel a little clearer. What is next for Mike, please? And next is okay, seventh dimension. Okay, we're going to shift you into the seventh dimension. Okay, transition Mike into the seventh dimension, please. Transition Mike into the seventh dimension. Unlock Mike from the second dimension. Open all locks. Unlock and untie Mike from the second dimension. Now shift and transition Mike. Mike's source self, higher self, all aspects of Mike, seventh dimension of love, true. Seventh dimension of love, true. How's that feeling, my friend? Any changes at all?
I just kind of feel leg weakness.
Okay. What is next, please, for Mike? And next is stressor within his brain stem is the quantum. Okay. From Mike's brain and brainstem, Nephilim, quantum self, false. Lift the Nephilim quantum self from Mike's brain and brainstem. Send it to ether, please. From Mike's brain, cranium, and brainstem, the Nephilim quantum self, false. Nephilim quantum self, false. Okay, now Mike's entire body, source self, source firmament, true. Source firmament, true. This will help protect you until we can really get to the bottom of things. Source firmament, true. Source firmament, true. All right. How's that feeling, my brother?
Yeah, I feel a little bit more calm. I booked an appointment, but I couldn't get in until April. It looks like you're pretty booked till then.
Things are booked up until May right now. Keep that appointment, but again, keep watching my website. Appointments open almost every day. Okay, if you're Johnny on the spot and you happen to see one, boom, jump on it. What I'm doing now is I'm leaving all the canceled appointments open, because a cancellation list, my goodness, I've spent a whole day trying to keep that thing working, and it was just a pain in my butt. But keep watching, keep looking. You will find something, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're so welcome, my friend. Have a wonderful holiday. So there we go. Now the power of intent is certainly at work here. All we're doing is dowsing to get the answer, find the answer, make the intent to move that energy, and Bob is your uncle. Bob is your radio host.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? It's like we help. We help kind of sort of. By the way, there was we had an overwhelming amount of calls coming in. They were just spilling right out. I don't know.
Well, for anybody we didn't get to, I'm really sorry. I'd love to get to everyone. I'd actually be able to love to work with just a couple people and do a longer session, but we get to the gist of things and help to stabilize things a little bit. And then it's a lot easier for the person's body to move everything out. If we're going into this ascension and we're in the right areas, all the dark energies, when we open the doors and pull the cork out of the bottle, they'll come out on their own eventually. So it'll certainly help.
Yeah, I also want to remind everybody too. These shows start at 6:00, and Chris will be back on January 3rd.
We will be back on January 3rd. I'm working New Year's Day.
Are you really?
Oh, we're working New Year's Day. We're working as much as we can. We got so many people in so much need of help that I'm taking very limited holidays. My wife says, go, do what you got to do. We got to get to these people and help people out. And after tomorrow, things are going to get so incredibly easy. We're looking forward to a lot less resistance within getting answers, a lot more knowledge coming forward as this solstice passes. And into the holidays and Christmas and all that, there's going to be more and more activations and a lot more knowledge coming forward. So we're really looking forward to that. Getting to these people with ALS, all these rare diseases, all these diseases that baffle the medical community, we are going to get there. It's just a matter of the alignments happening and the knowledge coming forward on exactly what they are. So we're going to get there, no problem.
That will work.
That will work.
That will work.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
I'm telling you. Well, second, third, I'm forget about it. I'm so booked it isn't funny. And see, I get the same problem you do on the first. Only I got on the second and third. So I guess everybody's got to get sober by the time the second gets there. Oh, how you doing? Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. But no, really. I mean, I'd like to wish everybody a happy holidays that are listening to us right now. Because I mean, right now, we've got countries that I never saw before. And that during this show. So what I'd like to do then is just wish everybody a very Merry Christmas from Chris, myself, our Australia studio, and our Texas studio that are also listening.
Hey everybody, this is Chris for A Quantum View. See you next year.
There you go.